Hello guys, Hunter here and welcome back to another episode in our building ideas series. Now we've moved a little bit away from, I think it might be kind of that direction where our other builds have been, and now we are on a new piece of land because I was given an idea by Julian Gonzalez on Twitter, and he said make pixel art of my favourite video game. Now I haven't done much pixel art work before, so what I was thinking is I'm going to start with quite an easy build today. I'm not going to tell you what it is, I'm going to see if you guys can work it out. You might have seen it in the thumbnail, hopefully not, but I'm going to see if you guys can work it out as we go along. So if at any point during this video you work out what pixel art we are making, pop it down in the comments down below and the time that you worked it out, so that then we can see how long it took some people to guess. Now, it's quite an easy one. It is from a video game, but I was thinking that in the future you guys could request me to do a pixel art, maybe send me a picture on Twitter or link me a picture here on YouTube, and I'll be able to go and check it out and head off and make that pixel art for you. But for now, let's get going with this design. Now, let's have a look. I'm following an image at the moment just because, as I've said, I've never really done this before, so this could be quite interesting. That is the start. There we go, we are away. But we're using a mixture of wool and clay. I would have preferred to have used clay for all of it, but unfortunately the clay, especially with like the blue, I find it just doesn't really stand out too much. So I decided to leave that, unfortunately. But yeah, as I said, I would have preferred to just use clay because I just think it looks better. However, knowing what that blue is for, there's a potential for that to be actually better off because of that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 there. Now, I'm not sure if you guys, if I was watching this, I definitely wouldn't know what it was yet, let's put it that way. So anyone that's dared say they already know what it is clearly lying. Clearly a liar. Let's pop this down here. I think that goes this. I'm changing up the design a little bit because I feel his design didn't look too good. So that goes all the way along there, and it's starting to take shape now. You might start to recognize it. There's a possibility you might start to recognize it. We need 3 red now, and red again we've gone with wool just because I think it looks better than the clay option. Let's go up here, that goes above, and then I'll need red there just to put this blue one in. Now, what one was I going to do? I think it's this one. I'm going to change to yellow, and that's going to be in clay. I think that looks alright. Let's see, where are we? We go 3 blue ones along here, and we've got another yellow stained clay in there. Are we starting to see what it is? I think some of you guys, some of you keen eyes would have already worked this out by now. And in between here is just red. I'm starting to get it now. Definitely, I think a lot of people will have guessed what this is by now. Let's pop that along there, put a blue in, and we have kind of a weird, I think this is an arm coming up this way, so that comes up like so. Let's take a look at what that's looking like. That's not looking too bad. Let's head back over here because this has got a lot of work need doing to it. 1, 2, that goes out 3, 4, and we've got 4 coming along here as well. There we go. Now it's definitely starting to take shape. I think people will start to recognise what this is now. Now, for the skin of this particular character, we're not going to be using any wool. We're going to be using wood. Don't ask why, it just looks better when it's all finished. So that's what we're going with. We've got 1, 2, 3 along, and then here is where the face starts. We've got some brown stained clay we've gone with here, going up like so. Is that right? That's not right. I've done that wrong. There we go, that's better. And some wood just fills in here. I believe that becomes his ear shortly. We're going to carry on with the brown stained clay there, just as part of his hairline. And yeah, you're definitely going to be able to tell what it is now, I think. But what the plan is for this part of the series in particular is we will try and make quite a few of these builds, which I think could look pretty good actually. I'm looking forward to doing them, especially if people come up with their own ideas. Maybe send in some that you've done yourself on Minecraft, that'd be pretty cool, and I'll try and mimic them as best I can on here. We're going to head up here, I believe that is an eye. So what I've got to do now is I've got to fill this in. There's a lot that needs filling. And it also comes down like so, I believe. Yeah, he's looking pretty swanky now. I'm liking this. And we got some more red coming up here. 1, 2, and it comes over. Ooh, I seem to have made a mistake there. That goes like that. This will come up like so. There's a little gap for some reason, and we're going to put, I think this will be his hat, won't it? And that goes all the way along. And just a couple more on here to finish it off. So I think there's meant to be 5 along. So there we go. And all we're missing now is to finish off this chap's hand. And there we go. That is the end of the build. And you know what? It does look pretty cool, I must admit. Now, there are things we can add to this build. However, we're not going to be doing those today. We might add maybe a certain like green toadstool, not toadstool, what the pipes, the water pipe underneath maybe. But in case you guys didn't know, this is Super Mario, and that is our first ever pixel art, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to pop a little sign just at the bottom of Mario here, just to signify who he actually is. Let's pop him down there. So, Super Mario. Probably I would put maybe from the Nintendo 64 days. Who knows, we might be able to make some from his like Mario Kart days and that sort of thing. So we got that there. That just reminds us of what this is. But also at the same time, I think I'm just going to put the date, which today, the day that this will be going out, will be the 18th of the 7th. Oh, God. So day created, we'll have it. Day created, 18th of the 7th, 2015. And that gives us just a little bit of a reminder, of when we created this pretty cool build. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. These pixel art ones will be a little bit shorter than any of the others, but I hope that doesn't bother you too much. It's quite an interesting thing for you to get involved in. You can tell me, we need to fill up this whole area. I want all of this area filled with pixel art. All of it. And this is just the beginning. Maybe there's some water. Ooh, I've already thought of one water pixel art I'd love to put in there. Maybe put some along here. There's plenty of things that can be done. It doesn't have to just relate to video games, but it would be quite cool for it to just be a video games area full of pixel art. And yeah, I can already think of a few things, and then we can head out in that direction and make houses and that sort of thing in this series. So there's Mario from the other side, in case you're wondering what he looks like from the other side. But let's head back over. I'd like to thank you all for watching, guys. If you've enjoyed, please hit the like button. Also share this channel around. Try and get as many people involved in these series as possible. As I've said before, it's all about the comments that help make this series what it is. Thanks very much for watching, guys, and I will see you in the next one.